this slander of my goat
Hey guys,
and my king.
welcome to our live stream.
And I think Enel should be played by Eminem.
Yeah, Braden is
I
talking about.
genuinely think that. Would you not think that Eminem should play Enel?
I think
Like Adam Sandler
I
should
think
play.
they're definitely just not going to cast like celebrities unless Oda feels like.
I
that is
see
what
it.
the
There's no
thing
way
is.
he did not design Enel without Eminem
Well,
in thought.
his thing is like he tries to cast people with like the theme of
Adam
like the
Sandler.
soul of the character.
I would kill
Yeah.
for Adam Sandler to be the admiral. The admiral.
He hasn't put in like any celebrities.
That's
in
not
any-
yet, but he basically designed them after these people. You could tell.
Well,
That
yeah,
doesn't, that doesn't mean that they're gonna cast
that
these.
doesn't
I
mean they're gonna
would.
cast
I would. If I was
Eminem as
smart,
NL.
if I was smart, I would.
Are you gonna like riot and be like, "This is like absolute
I'm not
trash"?
gonna riot because they already butchered Buggy, but like.
Yeah.
It's like I understand what you're saying with the Buggy argument because I do think he was, but also he is like one of the he's like the second villain that Luffy faces in the anime.
Yeah, but they do. He's the first cover story.
He is.
And then they do bring him back for Logtown. They bring
Yeah.
him back for
Like he's literally like a part. Like,
and
he's-
I'm not saying he's not important. Like I am only I am like starting Water 7 right now.
He's probably the
so
the
I'm not
most-
super far.
He's the most
Yeah, no,
reoccurring.
you, like,
well,
you-
he'll
yeah.
show up soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll show up a
Um,
lot
but
more
he-
soon. You'll get what
he-
we're saying.
He is like the most reoccurring villain for Luffy.
Especially like earlier
Es-
villains.
I even think now.
yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
still doing stuff.
Like, he's
being
still
active.
a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just where you're at right now is just like he's not doing much.
What is Water
Mhm.
7 again? I forget what Water 7 is. That
Water
Frankie?
7's the Frankie arc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When Robin
I kind of hate
turns herself
like
in.
I get introducing the crew early, but like by the time in live action when you're meeting like Naboo and all that, we didn't even know.
Who?
I forget his freaking name. Stupid whale.
Laboon?
Laboon?
Naboo.
Naboo.
Naboo. I don't remember the name. I
Naboo.
haven't
I
watched it
actually
in a
really
minute.
like that episode. I think they did
I
the
liked
Laboon
it.
stuff really well.
I feel a hole in my soul when you don't follow at least loosely the showcasing.
The
of
thing
mean, they
is,
did.
the thing is, Brayden, is they have said openly they're not trying to adapt the anime. They're adapting the manga.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that they're not exactly adapting it like word for word, but also when you think about it, adapting anime is really hard.
Yeah.
They're
So the
definitely
fact that
taking-
the
wait-
fact that they're doing the stuff that they're doing right now,
Which even if they're not adapting the anime, they're really getting the main beats and then popping in story bits to easily connect it.
It definitely
with,
feels like an abridged version.
Yeah,
of
it-
the
it's-
original
it-
story.
well, it
it's
has
not-
to be.
It has to.
Yeah,
be.
yeah, I know.
There's absolutely
know.
no way that they're going to
I
be
know.
able
It's
to
just- I know
adapt
at
what
season
they
4,
want.
we're already gonna get Doflamingo. Like
Well, yeah, he
Well,
shows
yeah,
up
he
then.
shows up there because they have like
Yeah.
the warlord meeting.
yeah, because they
Yeah.
are like no. I mean, he does show up earlier, but like the anime. I still find it crazy that they introduced Doflamingo like 200 episodes before he even shows up as like
I
Even
mean,
more
I'm
than
not,
that.
Like he's definitely an
like you haven't even
antagonist that
reached
shows up.
like actually seeing character Doflamingo like fully in action doing.
No,
stuff.
she sees the walk. She sees
Yeah.
the walk. He does the weird walk.
That's all you get for like.
I know, but
200
but I know that
He
he.
says, "I'm evil," and
that's
then
all
he
you
does
get.
the walk.
And also I know for a fact at least I don't
Doesn't like he's not a main villain until after the time.
and I don't remember if I don't know if he shows up at the end of the because I forget if he shows up at the end of Skypiea. He does in the manga, at least I know that for sure because he quote unquote kills Bellamy. In all reality, he actually doesn't. But I know that he's I know he shows up at Marineford, and I know that he's he's the main
Like, he's
antagonist
like-
in Dressrosa.
Yeah.
He's just like a side character in
He-
Marineford.
he's a
and
side-
then, like he's the main.
Well,
big
all of the
villain.
warlords are there except the ones that Luffy hasn't like canned, right?
Well, every single warlord is there, even Jinbei, but Jinbei is there because
He's in prison.
he's no, he
No,
broke
he-
out with
yeah.
Luffy.
Woo, let's go, Jinbei.
But I think no, literally every warlord is there. So
It's-
they do stuff.
But like Gecko Moria got like beaten to the ground before, because that Thriller Bark
That
is
I think is like the weakest. One of the
Thriller
weakest
Bark is
arcs.
before Impel Down, right?
I think Thriller Bark. Yeah, Thriller Bark is before we Impel Down. It's right after Ennis Lobby.
I think
Yeah.
I do think
Um,
Thriller Bark is like the little bit last of good, super good fighting. Like where like it wasn't just I out hockey your hockey. You know?
Well, I mean, it's the last like main.
Like they actually had
battle.
to think
Before t-
about doing that, and like it was actually making them question like how.
It's the last
They're
like
gonna beat
battle
other
before
people.
like main battle that involves a lot of like
The Straw Hats.
the Straw Hats that don't like it's before A, hockey's introduced, and B, it's before like the big kind of like puzzly fights with like Impel Down. They're not
Yeah.
trying to fight, they're trying to
I think
Escape.
they're either gonna have to skip
And
Cake Land, or that's gonna be
Cake
like such a
Land, it's whole Cake Island.
yeah whole Cake
Brandon.
Island. I just call it Cake Land.
Cake
There's
Land.
there's
It's
always
Cake
these like
Land.
it is Cake Land. There's like multiple
no,
of
it's
these
Cake Land.
islands, and it's just like some like that was the long. Like I'm gonna be honest, that was good, but it did not need to be that long. It was so long, and I was like,
I think
and I was skimming through the episodes. I would watch them in high school, and I would just like oh my gosh.
I think
how
the
is
big
this
problem was
2
not,
episodes
it wasn't
for
that
one
it
little
wasn't
fight.
that the anime is trying to elongate a lot of the
Ugh.
Yeah.
they're trying to go chapter by chapter.
But the pacing is so bad.
It's really bad.
It's not even improved later. Like it's like
No, it's-
still bad in the
No,
101.
Do you feel
they're,
like it's
they're
gotten-
like now they're doing chapter by chapter because
Yeah.
they're running out of
They're
running out of content.
material.
They're running out of material. They're caught up basically.
Because they're at Elbaf now, right?
They're at Elbaf in the anime and in the
Yeah.
manga. It's really wild. I loved I was talking with my friend and he was like, Wano was bad because we had like a bunch of characters that like degraded. But I'm like, they do stuff. I think every Straw Hat has a moment except Usopp, because Usopp hasn't gotten any love
then-
since
Now we know
Dressrosa.
Usopp's gonna die.
Yeah. What do you mean Usopp's gonna die?
Usopp
don't
is
even
going to
keep
be.
up.
He's going to
No,
become the
no,
most
no,
powerful
no, I'm
character
talking
by
about
the
what
end.
happened in the latest chapter.
I don't read the latest chapters.
Oh
Brandon.
no, I just seen it because like I can't escape it on my TikTok. and I just
There
see
ain't
it.
no way Oda's going to kill off Usopp.
No, but it's like I. If y'all don't care, I will tell. But like what I seen.
Okay.
Is like
Let-
really bad.
Let's go through this. Let's go through
You know,
this.
you know the big bad guy that they've been shadowing and all that.
Loki.
No,
Emu.
Emu.
Yeah.
The Bane. He
You
pissed
haven't
off,
seen Emu.
He
You haven't even seen Emo.
I've heard of him, but I've not
Yeah.
seen him.
Usopp pissed off that guy, and
Yeah,
they
that
actually
sounds
showed
about.
him because he was so angry at Usopp.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they just showed the big bad.
How
in the
how
Us-
how did Usopp make him mad?
Just like
he
insulting
rage baits him.
Yeah,
It's the
insulting
most
him.
it's the most Usopp shit ever to just rage bait the
That's what I
biggest
said,
final
he's
boss
so
and then
like-
be
Yeah.
be the target of something that isn't like he could feasibly do.
Yeah.
I think a lot like if we're gonna think about this logically, I think if
Yeah.
any of the Straw Hats were to die, it would it wouldn't be Robin, it wouldn't be
It would be Usopp.
Sanji, it wouldn't be Zoro, wouldn't be Luffy, wouldn't be Nami. I mean, I could see Brooke
Yeah,
maybe.
possibly.
Brooke's already kind of half dead though.
Yeah, but like I could see them like you
Oh,
know.
let's
Sacrifice
permakill him.
Yeah, let's get rid of him.
For sure.
But I could see that. Frankie
And the fact that
maybe.
And the fact that Usopp hasn't gotten any like huge character
Oh, I think
playing in like.
I
Brave.
love Usopp. I don't want them to kill Usopp. I think Usopp would be great. He gets to the end. He goes home. He starts a family. He has a nice life.
Yeah.
He goes home to Kaya,
and he
then
gets to
Kaya-
actually tell all these stories that are legitimately true.
and
They're not-
nobody believes
Nobody's
him.
gonna believe
gonna
him.
believe him. It's gonna be
Nobody's
so
gonna believe him.
awesome.
but like he would have a happy ending. I don't want them to kill
In our
Usopp.
hearts.
I mean, we also showed that like, that I don't know. I think we're gonna circle back to the live action.
Hmm
I think the live action version did a really good job at adapting the story
How are they
beats.
gonna do the post-time skip fights?
I'm not. We're not there yet.
We're not there
I
yet.
know,
Let's
I know,
let's
but that's
let's
what I'm afraid about.
let's
That's, like, such a,
no, let's stay with pre-time skip for right now. Because I've heard people talk about this, and I think it's very interesting. Because the next season is gonna be just completely the Battle of Alabasta, which I think is a good idea.
I think that's very solid. I think there's a lot of story in Alabasta.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be so hard to do Whole Cake Island.
Braden, we're doing pre-time skip right now.
What
We're
I
No,
was
I'm just
thinking-
talking about the insanity of Whole Cake Island and like the ending of that arc and the fights and everything that happens in that arc, especially with Mochi Man.
Katakuri.
Yeah, we started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
we've
talking,
been
yeah.
streaming. In the cameras.
Yeah, we've been. Well, I love that fight. That fight was so good. The Mochi Man.
Well,
Katakuri.
Yeah, Katakuri. I call him Mochi Man. I like calling him that.
I want to say I don't think I saw a theory, and I do believe this is probably true, that they're gonna probably end it at Marineford, which is
I would
what
think would be the good idea.
Oda's original thought was to end it at Marineford, or that was an ending that could
Yeah.
have happened.
Yeah.
But I think that's a possible ending.
I think that's
Especially for the live action. The
Yeah.
pace they're
we
going.
get the remake starts. I think that's when.
The pace at which they're going, if they're still filming season, it would be 4, because
4 would be Skypiea.
4 would be Skypiea,
Oh,
and then
God, yeah.
5 would be Water and Ennis.
Yeah.
And then
6. I think
they
they
could
can.
just skip Thriller Bark.
Well, something
I mean, you can
something
put Thriller Bark in post-time skip.
something that I heard someone say was that they could adapt Thriller Bark in 2 to 3 episodes and just basically do Brooke's backstory. Because that's the only big takeaway from Thriller Bark, right?
It's
Other than the
Brooke-
fact that they fight Gecko
part of
Moria.
that, but it's also like a message that
It's Brooke's backstory, and then there's a scene. There's a
like
scene.
the biggest scene ever. That's
There's a
like,
scene with Kuma.
Isn't
and-
that's the whole nothing happened,
you'll
right?
Take a little, you'll take a little bit of.
Brayden,
this back.
don't spoil it. It's awesome.
That's the
I mean, everybody knows about
that's
it.
the
Not
one
everybody.
about
It's in,
the
like, all
whole
these
nothing
memes,
happened
too.
thing
Yeah,
happens
yeah,
in
yeah.
Thriller Bark,
Yeah.
right? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
It's
So it's like you can adapt that, and then you can just move on to like you can either do Impel Down, or just save Marineford for a whole.
What? Hello.
Oh,
maybe
wow,
it's 'cause
that's cool.
maybe because that's my microphone's far. I was just talking. Hello.
like his mic was on.
I think it's because it was right here, and I was a bit far back, but I was just talking about stuff.
That's
See if that
so
can hear me.
weird. I can hear myself. That's
Hello.
Anyway,
Should be able to hear me. Wait. I don't think we're getting me, actually. I thought we were. Yeah, see if that's...
can you?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we know. We're just talking.
Yeah.
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 We know how to do it.
We're going to continue talking about One Piece, okay?
Okay.
I still think
Yay.
they like.
Goodbye, Jonathan Shackleton.
It's just as far as they keep going, they're gonna like